So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Planets Through Ascendant series. And this week we're going to be covering our episode of Sun in the 6th house for Scorpio Ascendant people. And what happens when Sun is in the 6th house in the sign of Aries for Scorpio Ascendant people, while for Scorpio Ascendant, Sun rules the 10th house with the sign of Leo, because Sun rules the sign of Leo. So this is different from Sun in signs or Sun in houses, because now we're combining the two energies together and we're putting them in a certain house sign while the planet also rules a certain house. So what does it mean? So as always, if you do not know where your Sun is placed, all your other astrological details, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations and reports at this link. Check out the links here and you will get all my full report, readings, consultations. So, Sun in the 6th house in the sign of Scorpio. And by the way, finally, I got my shirt printed right. KRSchannel in the business. So yeah, these shirts are not going to be available for sale anytime soon. They're going to be coming soon, but not anytime soon. There's just some stuff I have to take care of, So, but anyway, let's get started with our Sun in the 6th house in the sign of Aries. So Sun in the 6th house in the sign of Aries for Scorpio Ascendant folks. Well, as you know, whenever Sun is in the sign of Aries, it is exalted. Meaning, Sun is at its highest of state. It feels liberated. Its ego is balanced. It feels like it's in a leadership position because, first of all, Sun is a natural leader. It's the king. It's the light. It's father, government, authority, soul, personality. Wherever Sun is in your horoscope, it represents where the light is of the horoscope. Remember, Sun is very vital to your horoscope. As much as we forget Sun, because we think like, oh, it's our Sun sign. Come on, let's talk about other things. Let's talk about Venus signs and Saturn signs and Rahu signs. But we forget Sun sign is important. Sun house placement is important because without Sun, there's no light. First of all, what is astrology? Astrology's Sanskrit name is Jyotish. Jyotish, light of God. So wherever Sun is, that is where you find your light. 6th house is a house of social welfare, social reform, non-profit organizations. It's about the working class people. It's about competition, defeating enemies, debts. So naturally shows here that because Sun rules the 10th house with Leo, 10th house is it's a house of your work environment, your authoritativeship. It's, the government, the king. It's your fame and people that you work with. So Lord of this now is sitting in the 6th house of service and work. One of the Artha houses, because 10th house and the 6th house are known as the Artha houses, houses of work. So when it's exalted, this person naturally becomes a public servant. And this doesn't mean public servant like, oh, they're like working in the government. No. That simply means that they're wanting to give themselves in service to other people. It could be in government. It could be in social welfare, social reform, non-profit organizations, helping the poor, being charitable, or simply being a great leader in their daily work routines. Because 6th house represents your everyday work routines. 6th house represents the things that you do every day, which especially for us now in this 21st century represents our work. So regardless of what work you do, shows that you're going to be in a leadership position. You're going to be the one who's going to be working hard. You're going to be the one who's going to be working the longest hours. Although whenever sun is in a leadership position, it finds its way to do work in a very quick manner. And shows that you're naturally always attracted to politics, always attracted to, being part of government, changing the government, helping the poor. That is who you are. That is where your light is. So whether you're doing work in science, you're doing work in law, you're doing work in engineering, for you, it's giving yourself in service wholeheartedly. Like, sun in the sign of Pisces, maybe like for Scorpio Ascendant, becomes quite creative, artistic. It may not have that desire to serve the community, serve the world. May or may not, but here, sun feels proud to do those things. And sun also represents your father, the person who was this male-dominated, king-like figure in your life. So shows father was naturally a government worker, somebody who gave himself in service to people, instilled the highest of qualities in you, made you an extremely humble person, showed you how to balance your ego. So sun is in excellent position here. And especially, when it comes to any kind of like a public service job, you're excellent at it. Especially if like your sun is in the first padha of Ashwani Nakshatra, you do excellent. If sun is in the first pada of Bharani Nakshatra, you do excellent. So, very, very profound, strong position to make changes into the world. Okay? So guys, this is my analysis of sun in the 6th house for Scorpio Ascendant people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your sun is placed, all your astrological details, my reports, books, consultations. For that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.